gets started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Notre Dame's offense comes onto the field first today. There have been many memorable games in this rivalry. It was memorable for Notre Dame last year, not so much for SC as the Trojans got blown out.
No, and Notre Dame is a team that we've seen in the playoff in recent years, and they want to get there consistently. To do that, they've got to win rivalry games like this. You're going to play a big-time opponent like USC with all of that talent and that coaching staff. You're going to have to play at a very high level. Last year, David, they put the stomp down on the Trojans.
They did. They used that big shillelagh and laid the hammer and took care of business. And you've seen Notre Dame, have these years now where they've had really good seasons, but we want to see them build on and do multiple good seasons in a row. That means beating your rival, beating USC consistently. Let's see what the Irish have today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass. Works the middle of the field. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the middle. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The The Trojans offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the quick pass. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Fun one in the Pac-12.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Lost. The defense is wide open. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 4. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Swings it out to the flat. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Flips it out in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Step back and talk about Notre Dame. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Fowler. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Lawson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stoneberg? Going to be all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Caught in the backfield. It's Lawrence. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. New set of downs after the completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newton Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. This one's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Right on the money. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Floating away. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lawrence. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up 3. It's 3rd and 7. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Fowler. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Trojans will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This crowd knows when to bring it. Wants to throw again. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype. Does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown, Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the jeweled shillelagh may be making a trip to South Bend.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Lawson. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fowler. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown USC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires toward the target. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Pass drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking for a deep man. He's got it on the left.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no ball, no foul.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First and 10 for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Lawrence.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Caught over the middle, it's Fowler. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Give to the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Here's a hit. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
It's on target and complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
There's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out. You're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.